Good morning, everyone. I'm Akshita. It's my absolute privilege to introduce an inspiring personality among us today, Mr. Sagar Ashwatappa. Hailing from the village of Nenumanahalli, Kolar district, he truly represents the determination and aspiration of rural India. He completed his schooling at GPS Nenumanahalli, GHS Annihalli, followed by pre-university education at Government Boys College, Kolar. He went on to pursue his Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Instrumentation from Dr. B.R. Ambedkar Institute of Technology, Bengaluru under VTU. His journey towards civil services began in 2019 with Kannada literature as his optional subject. He appeared in UPSC CSE 2025. Being his sixth attempt, he was successful in securing All India Air Rank 641, notably clearing all three stages, prelims, mains, and interview in the same year, which is a remarkable achievement. Prior to this accomplishment, he served as a junior assistant at Karnataka Legislative Assembly in Vidhana Soudha, gaining valuable administrative experience. He has now been allotted to IRS IT, making yet another important achievement in his journey of public service. He stands as an inspiration to many aspirants, especially from rural background, proving that dedication and perseverance leads to success. His journey reflects discipline and determination, making it truly inspiring. I now request you all to join me in welcoming Mr. Sagar Ashwatappa.
Hi everyone, myself Sagar Ashwatappa. So secured All India Rank 641 this time. So I am from Kolar district, Karnataka itself, and I hope everyone are from Karnataka. So everyone is comfortable in Kannada? No. So somebody will understand. So Kannada both and English, right? Okay, because I am very comfortable in Kannada, so that's why. My journey has started in the year 2019. So I was done my engineering in Dr. Ambedkar Institute of Technology in Electronics and Instrumentation Engineering. So completed in the year 2019. So after completion of my engineering, I started for preparation. So in the year 2019, I went for one foundation course, and because of COVID-19, it was not completed. And the preparation started in the year 2020 itself. So I gave my first attempt in the year 2020. Repeatedly from 2020 to 25. So I did not able to clear prelims only because of CSAT. So up to 2024, 5 attempts failed due to CSAT paper, and I was securing around 64, 65.83, sometimes 61, 58, 56. So and this time hopefully I crossed that mark, 66 mark, and this time too my CSAT score is just 67.5. Only because of one question I have cleared the prelims, and my GS score is 98 this time, and last year 108, before that year 104. Every time I was crossing around 100 mark in GS paper, but in CSAT I could not able to clear only because of maths part. So I will start with CSAT because ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗೋದು CSAT ಅಲ್ಲೇ. ಸೊ ಈವನ್ ದೋ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ವೆಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್, ಆರ್ NITs ಆರ್ ವೆಲ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೇಲ್ ಇನ್ CSAT. ಸೊ ನೀವೇನು ಅನ್ಕೋತೀರಾ? ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಈಸಿ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. ಸೊ ನನಗೇನು ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟು, ಸೊ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೋತೀರಾ. ಬಟ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ದ ಕೇಸ್. CSAT ಆಸ್ ಎ ಎಲಿಮಿನೇಷನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಇದು. ಸೊ UPSC ಏನ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ ನ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಪ್ಯಾಟ್ರನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್. Sometimes they will give comprehension very easy. Sometimes maths part, that is reasoning, and some other part, logical reasoning part, very easy. But you have to do both part. Some people will think that okay, I am very comfortable in English, so I will correct all questions. Around 25 to 29 questions of comprehension is there. So you will feel that I will clear only by marking English comprehension. That is not the case. So you have to attend both the part, both comprehension, logical reasoning, then maths part. So if you are struggling to solve the maths part, do comprehension first, then reasoning, then maths part. And for comprehension, you need to solve not all comprehension questions, maybe 25 to 29 questions within that 45 minutes, maximum 45 minutes, and 1 hour 15 minutes for maths part, so that your mind will be free at the end, you will not panic, and you will solve very easily for maths questions if you solve English questions within 45 minutes. And my suggestion is, you work hard on comprehension part and give only 1 minute for one question. If there is 25 questions of comprehension, you solve comprehension questions in 25 minutes only. Then you will get 1 hour 30 minutes to solve the maths part, so that your mind will be free and you will solve very easily for that part. So, and attend both comprehension part and maths part. Don't rely on one part, because UPSC will give one part difficult, one part easy. So it will change every time. So you solve both part. And comprehension is very important, because see, I have worked as a junior assistant in Karnataka Legislative Assembly. It's a Group C job. So I have seen, I had worked in committees, so like privilege committee, some committee to restructure BBMP, that is now GBA, Greater Bengaluru Authority. So I used to saw many bureaucrats like IAS officers, the then BBMP Commissioner Tushar Girinath sir, used to comprehend and give this to the ministers and the committee members within few minutes. ನನಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಪೇಜ್ನ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪೇಜು, ಸೊ 5 minutes ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, in just 30 minutes you will use to read, understand, and you will comprehend to the ministers. Because after getting into this field as a bureaucrat, you need to have that comprehension capability, because so you don't have you will not have that much of time to read, then brief the ministers or MLAs. So you have to develop that capability here itself. Because of that, UPSC has introduced comprehension in one of the clearing papers. So comprehension also important, maths part also important, reasoning also important. You find your strong area and weak area, do SWOT analysis, then go for the CSAT approach. I hope everyone is giving attempt this time, right? So how many of you have given already given attempts or have written mains here? Anybody have written mains? No. So how many have given prelims at least once? 1, 2 times? 2 prelims, 3 prelims? Nobody. So almost you all are freshers. So ನಂದು 5th attempt ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು 6th attempt ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಹೋಪ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಒನ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಈ 66 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ನ ಕಟ್ ಆಫ್ ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದು ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ನೀವು ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Once you clear prelims, you should not stop there. You clear all 3 stages at one go. So, and this time I have achieved it. And for the mains part, you need to work on your writing skills. See, UPSC checks your knowledge part in the prelims, and your writing skills in the mains, and your communication skills in the interview stage. And all 3 is very important for any bureaucrat. See, for prelims you need to have good knowledge. For mains you need to have written knowledge, because you have to write notings in the files, or you have to brief the ministers. And for interview, the personality test, you need to have good communication skills. So either it is in Kannada or English or Hindi, any language, any state you work, you need to have good communication skills. That's it. So, and I will start with prelims only. So I hope you all are preparing and giving attempt this time, and I will start with the prelims part. Prelims is, it's about 4 or 5 core areas, that is polity, economy, geography, history, and science and tech and environment combined. See, ನೀವು ಪಾಲಿಟಿ, ಎಕಾನಮಿ, ಜಿಯೋಗ್ರಫಿ, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಈ 4 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿನ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ 4 to 5 ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. Because sometimes current affairs are bouncers, so we will not able to read every newspaper, every current affairs, every happening in this world. Once you are strong enough to solve the PYQs and to solve the static part, that is polity, history, that to modern history, economy, geography, then science and tech and environment, so you will clear this exam. You will clear prelims very easily, but if you have concept clarity only. And for that you need to have one foundation course, good foundation course. After that you need to work upon your ability. So one thing is the PYQs are plays very important role here. Along with the PYQs, you need to have that static knowledge. Along that you need to have this current affairs part. So static part plus current affairs plus PYQs. PYQs plays very important role here. See, if you analyze PYQs thoroughly, you will get to know what are the static parts are repeating every year. So main themes you will come to know about main themes. Then you focus on your main themes and have that concept clarity. Then so link these PYQs to current affairs. You need to have you need to learn the ability to read the newspapers. Don't go behind any magazines or coaching affairs, coaching institution materials, current affairs materials or Vision 365. ನೀವೇ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. You yourself analyze the newspaper, what are all the static, what are all the current affairs coming in the newspaper, and think what are all the questions asked by the UPSC in the PYQs based on the current affairs. And UPSC asks questions not only based on current affairs. You will not find any current affairs in the UPSC paper, but those the topics which are coming in the newspaper, you will link those topics into static part and you will ask questions. Like, see, from past 2 months we have seen the war is ongoing, the war between USA, Iran and Israel. So the Strait of Hormuz is in news. Strait of Hormuz, if you know the PYQs really well, you will go through the Strait of Hormuz. Strait of Hormuz connects Persian Gulf and Gulf of Oman. This is one of the question may be asked in the future. Next prelims, this prelims. So you need to have that concept clarity on Gulf, Persian Gulf. So what are all the states or countries surrounded by the Persian Gulfs? So Strait of Hormuz controlled by Iran and Oman, not UAE, because there is some small territory which is controlled by Oman, not UAE, Iran and Oman. So Persian Gulf bordering states, Saudi Arabia, Bahrain, Kuwait, Qatar, Iraq, Iran, here UAE and Oman. And then so you need to work on the Gulf Cooperation Council, GCC. So you need to work on OPEC nations because oil is in news. So you need to work on Brent crude oil index. So it is a PYQ which is already asked in UPSC in one of the year. So once any topic which come in news, you will read about that news in thoroughly and also link it to the PYQ. How UPSC has asked in the previous years and how UPSC will ask in the next exam. So you need to have this conceptual clarity. So UPSC asks current affairs based on the static part. So you will link current affairs to the static part. And ನೀವು ಈ ಪಿ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ನ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ನ ಡಿಕೋಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಹೇಗೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪಿ ವೈ ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಯು ಪಿ ಎಸ್ ಸಿ ಜನರಲಿ ಆಸ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್. So once you come across NATO alliance or the countries which are bordering Ukraine, the countries which are bordering Black Sea, these are all map based questions. Once you know about all these PYQs, you will link that PYQ to the current affairs part. So UPSC asked this PYQ, UPSC asked this map based question in the last year only because it was there in the news. Now what are all the places which are there in the news? So you have to analyze it. Now we have Greenland issue between USA and Denmark, and Venezuela. USA's takeover of Venezuela is oil fields. So you need to have a concept clarity on Sudan and South Sudan. So there is an ongoing conflict, military coups in Sudan and South Sudan, and there is an ongoing issue between Democratic Republic of Congo and that Rwanda MCX rebels group, and we have issues in Persian Gulf, and there is an ongoing conflict between China and Southeast Asian nations in South China Sea. So once you come across all these current affairs topics, you go through the PYQs, then link that PYQs to the static part. So see how UPSC has asked the questions in the last years, and you will expect what are all the questions which may come in the next prelims. So this is how you have to link that current affairs part to the static part. For that you need to have concept clarity, and you have to read, and you must read newspapers. See, don't rely on the current affairs magazines or the institutions analysis, because after getting into this field as a bureaucrat, you cannot rely on anyone or anything for the current affairs. You need to have you need to read around 5 to 10 newspapers daily as a bureaucrat. So you need to have that clarity, what's happening in your area, what's happening in your district. So don't rely on anyone. So develop that habit to read the newspaper, and while reading the newspaper, you link that current affairs statics to the static part. Then think about UPSC PYQs. So if you able to do this, you will be in a position that you will answer every question based on mappings or current affairs. So UPSC don't ask current affairs directly. You will go through, you will link those current affairs topic to the static part. So for that you need to have this PYQ clarity, because PYQs are the base for you people. You will come to know about how UPSC has asked the question, and I will ask the questions in the future. So I will give one example, and for that UPSC will ask questions from past to 3-4 years current affairs. So NATO is in news because of Ukraine's willingness to join the NATO. Russia has attacked on the Ukraine. So it is an ongoing conflict from the year 2022, and UPSC has asked many times the Ukraine bordering countries, Black Sea bordering countries, the countries which are bordering the Russia but not NATO members, the countries which are bordering Russia but NATO members. UPSC also asked last year the Baltic Sea nations. So you need to have that concept clarity. You go through the maps. Don't rely on anyone. You yourself analyze. So you yourself make a map based questionnaire and also see the maps. So then you will able to answer in the exam. So don't rely on anyone. So it appears that UPSC has not asked any current affairs on the the question paper, but indirectly UPSC asks current affairs by linking it to the static part. So you need to understand this. So my sincere suggestion is, don't rely on current affairs parts on anyone. If you are a fresher, you will not. If you are not able to understand the newspaper or the topics, you go through any analysis, newspaper analysis, or the current affairs topic. After reading 6 months or 1 year after completion of foundation course, you don't rely on anyone, not in any institution or anybody. So you rely on yourself. You read newspaper religiously, so that you can able to link that current affairs topic to the static part and PYQs, and you can solve this. You can clear this prelims paper. So my strategy is this: linking current affairs to the PYQs, then linking it to the static part. So it worked me. ನೀವು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬೇರೆ ಟಾಪರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಪ್ರೋಚಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ನಿಮಗೆ ಯಾವುದು ಸೂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ, ವಿಚ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ಸೂಟ್ಸ್ ಯು, ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ 5 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಸಿಸ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಂದ. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಯಾಟ್, ಐ ನೋ ಮ್ಯಾಥ್ಸ್ ವಾಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮೀ, ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಗ್ನೋರೆನ್ಸ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. Once you come to know about your strengths and weaknesses, work on your weakness. ನೀವೇನಾದ್ರೂ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಿರಾ, ಓಕೆ ಚಲ್ತಾ ಹೈ, ನೋಡೋಣ ಬಿಡು, ಮಾಡೋಣ ಬಿಡು ಅಂತ, it will be difficult for you. You will lose your attempts, like me. So ನೀವು ಆ ignorance ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, if you work hard on that part, if you work on weakness of yours, you will clear this exam as soon as possible. Don't ignore the things. And this will apply to not only this exam, in any part of life, whether it is personal life, or whether it is a professional life, or whether it is a business, or in this exam. Don't ignore the things. ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು, ಸೊ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, you work on it. Don't ignore. And CSAT pattern is changing every time, so it is very difficult for those students who are unable to solve the maths part. So for that, you need to focus on 70%. What happened? Double tap. 70% rely on comprehension for those students who are facing difficult to solve the maths. 30% on reasoning part and maths part. And those who are comfortable in maths part, you do maths part. And those who are not comfortable in comprehension, focus 70% on reasoning and maths part, and 30% on comprehension. But my suggestion is, do all comprehension questions, so that if he has given 25 questions, he will solve all questions. If you get 18 correct, so you will be in a good position to clear this exam. So you will cross 66 marks. Provided that you have to solve around 14 to 15 questions of maths and reasoning part. So make your own strategy for the CSAT, because CSAT kills your attempts. So this is my prelim strategy. And for the prelims, you need to have concept clarity on history part, polity part, economy part, geography part, because all toppers will give exams next time, but they will clear within 1 week or 2 weeks the next prelims also. And those who are preparing for years, they could not able to clear prelims, but toppers will clear after the results, so for the rank improvement, only because they have concept clarity. So they will not read current affairs, they will come to exam and they will answer every static part, like polity questions. Every question they will correct it and they will clear exam. So for that, you need to have concept clarity on static part. Without knowing the current affairs, you may clear this exam, provided that you need to strong in the static part. So this is the prelim strategy. For prelims, for those candidates who are freshers, see, solve as much as possible test series. So solve 2-3 institution test series, like Forum IAS SFG is very good now. So under these institutions, Believers IAS Academy institutions, Vinay sir told me that okay, they are giving these tests at the weekend, and also for mains also they are giving day by day test also. So focus on the prelims part, the test series part 2. So if you solve test series rigorously between 9:30 to 11:30 and 2:30 to 4:30, you will develop that mindset. So you will solve in the exam very easily. Otherwise, it is very difficult for fresher to go and solve in the main exam itself. If you solve here, if you make mistakes here, you will be able to clear this. You will be able to clear in the main exam also. So if you are not solving the, as a fresher, if you are not solving test series as much as possible, it will definitely backfire you on the day of exam, because you will make wrong OMR markings, or if you will not be able to read the questions properly. For not correct question, you will make correct thing. So you have to solve the question papers at least for initial years. You solve as much as possible, because after that, after 2 to 3 years, you will be in a position that without solving any test series, you will be able to clear this exam. And in initial 3 years, I have written numerous tests, but after my 2023 attempt, I have not been solving any test series. In the year 25 also, 24 also, 23 also, I have not solved any single test series, because first initial 3 years I have worked a lot on test series, and I have that grip, that knack to solve the PYQs and also to solve the prelims paper. So work on your test series part also. So this is for prelims. And for mains, see, writing is very key to this exam. If you have cognitive ability, if you have good knowledge, if you are able to apply that knowledge, you will clear in prelims exam. But for mains, you need to have good writing skills. See, writing skills requires knowledge too, but if you are not able to write all 20 questions within 3 hours, you will be out of this exam. So you will be out of this race. Even if you leave 1 or 2 questions, you will be out of this race. So for that, writing skills is very important. Do answer writing every day. So once you complete your foundation course, start with PYQs. Don't go behind test series. If the academy gives you test series for mains, write daily one test, one question, at least one question. If you write question, you will be able to think. If you are able to think, you will be able to organize the thoughts. If you are able to organize the thought, you will be able to write. Think, organize and write. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಭಯ ಪಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನನಗೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ, ಸೊ ನನಗೆ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ಎನಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್, ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ read the topic, then go for the PYQs based on that topic and write it. So whether it is right or wrong, whether you will take around 15 minutes for 10 marks question, usually 6.5 to 7 minutes, it's okay if you take 15 minutes for 10 marks question initially, but write it. And then just write first, then organize your thoughts. See how to write, you will come to know about, after writing many questions, you will come to know about how to write introduction, good introduction. So how to decode that questions. So questions may have 2 to 3 parts. How to decode that 2 to 3 parts, and how to address individually. So you will address in points. Then you will write challenges for some questions. For some questions you will write way forward. For some questions you will write for every question you have to write a conclusion. But that conclusion and introduction includes current affairs also. So if you read newspapers daily, on daily basis, you will be able to link that current affairs topics to the mains questions. So you will come up with a good static part, good stats, or good examples in the newspaper. You bring that part to the relevant mains question. You write it in introduction, either in introduction or conclusion, or write it as an example. So it will add value to your mains marks. So and for mains, giving examples is very important. So the first one is introduction, then deciding the question, decoding the question. After that decoding the question, you have to write first part, second part, In that part, if you able to generate 5 to 6 points minimum, if you able to generate 10 points for any topic, so you will be at a good position to get 4 to 5 marks, and you will cross 800 score very easily in the mains. If you cross 800 marks in the mains, your rank will be within 100. See, for my main score is 752, including optional. So my optional score is 266. Nowadays, getting optional around 260, 270 is a fair score, because every option they are scaling down. And my friend's score is 777 in the mains. So 25 marks. For 25 marks, she is around 250 ranks above me, around 310, and she will get IAS. For me, IRS IT. So 1 marks is equal to 10 rank. 25 marks is equal to 250 rank. So your rank, your position will be decided by your mains marks. So write test every day, at least one question, be practical, be honest to yourself. Write one question, you read the static part, you complete the themes in the GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4, go to the PYQs of that theme, just write. You will write badly, your handwriting will be worst, so it's okay, but writing is the key. ನೀವು ತಪ್ಪು ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ವರ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಟ್ ಬರೀಬೇಕು. ಬರ್ದಾಗ್ಲೇ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಒಂದು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ within 7 minutes, but if you are not writing good content, it's okay. So you can read content and you write it, and the writing speed is very important. See, writing 20 questions within 3 hours is very difficult task, and many people are not able to complete the question paper, and they will be out of the mains list, interview list. So for that you need to have that good writing skills along with fast. So you have to write it in fast and also good manner. Good manner means, see, you have to write in a structured way. So if this is the paper, you don't write here. It will be strictly prohibited. If you write one word here, they will cut marks. So you have to be punctual, and you have to be you will maintain the paper as it is in the cleanly manner. So write introduction, then decode the question. First part points, then second part question, then if it is a way forward, if it is there a way forward or challenges, you write it, then conclusion. Just follow this path, just write and see yourself, check your answers by yourself, so that you will come to know about it next time. Okay, ಈ ಸಲ ನಾನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, next time ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಬರೀತೀನಿ. So ನೀವೇ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. See, analyze yourself first, then go to mentors. Once you clear prelims, then go to mentors. They will guide you how to write, how to structure your answers, how to generate points within your limited knowledge. So for me, I have not prepared any mains notes. So I have been giving attempts. I could not able to clear prelims. Then I will go for Karnataka government exams. So I have written all Karnataka government exams throughout these years. But my biggest blunder is I have not prepared for the mains. But one positive aspect is I have been reading newspapers and linking the topics there itself to the PYQs. I know every PYQs in the mains, and I know every PYQs in the prelims part. So I could not able to make notes, but I am reading newspaper and linking that topics, current affairs topics, to the mains part, mains themes. So if there is a news of governor special address in Karnataka Legislative Assembly, so I will read newspaper and I will link it to the prelims part. For prelims, they will ask about the articles, in which article special address of the governor has been mentioned. For mains, he will ask about federalism issue. So you will have to have an idea about the commissions appointed by the center for improving center-state relations. Punchi Commission, Sarkariya Commission, all are given some points which are related to governor's role in the states. So once you read that topic, you will be in a position to connect in to the PYQs and also to your static part. So I have not written any test series, I have not written any mains questions, but I have been brainstorming the topics. So while going through the current affairs, so don't make that mistake. You read mains topics first, then make your short notes, own short notes, so that it will be helpful at the time of exam. See, ನಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಟ್ ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ಯಾವುದು ನೋಟ್ಸೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾಳೆ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ GS2 ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನನ್ನ ಹತ್ರ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ, ಓದೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಹೋಗಿ ನನಗೆ ಏನು ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇದೆಯೋ, ಇಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಏನು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನೋ, ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನೋ, PYQsನ ಏನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನೋ, ಅದನ್ನು ಹೋಗಿ ನಾನು ಬರೆದು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನನಗೆ ಇದು ಹೇಗೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಂದು ನಾನು ಬ್ರೈನ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ನ, ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಟಿಕ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟು ಓದಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಓದಿದ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ PYQsನ ನೋಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, PYQs ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಾನು ಬರ್ದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಬಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳೋದು ನಿಮಗೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ದೆನ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್, ದೆನ್ ರೈಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ. ಅದು ಯಾವುದು, ಕೋಚಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಕೊಡೋ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಪೇಪರ್ಗೆ ಬರೀಬೇಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರೈಟ್ PYQs ಬರೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬಂದು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮೆಂಟರ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸಿ. ಶೋ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಮೆಂಟರ್. Write every day and at least one question per day and to show it to the mentor. So you will come to know about how you are writing the questions, and sometimes you will feel, okay, this is the worst question I have written. So next day you will be in a position to improve that. By making notes plus writing answers religiously, you will be in a position to complete the question paper within 3 years with good answers, with structured answers, and that structure will come after writing so many questions. So for mains, writing is the key, and for mains you have to include your current affairs to the mains part. See, one question in 2025 asked about judicial accountability and also judicial independence, constitutional morality. Constitutional morality is a PYQ. If you have written the constitutional morality answer in the earlier 23 or 24 PYQ, you will be in a position to write this time also. And there is a concept of judicial independence and judicial accountability. And in the year 2025, there was a news about the Allahabad High Court judge, the burnt cash which was found in his house. It shows the judicial accountability. So I have written that example. So if you are able to write your current affairs into your mains part, mains as an example, or be it in introduction, be it in conclusion, or as an example during the points, you will get good marks. So UPSC will come to know about, so okay, he is been into this process, he is been reading the newspaper, so he will know whatever happening in his society. So UPSC honors those persons. So link the static part into the current affairs parts. So if you are able to link this, you will be in a position to clear exam as soon as possible. And PYQs is not just about purchasing one PYQ bank book and reading that question papers. You yourself go through every question. If in question, if he has mentioned 5 keywords, and for answer, you know the answer, 1, 2, 3 are correct, and you will leave these 2 options. You search these 2. So you will go through the Google or something in the books. You will search these 2 options. What is there in that option? And this option may be a question in the next prelims. So UPSC has asked so many questions in that manner. So if you leave these 2 options, UPSC will ask these 2 options in the next year as a question. If you know this species comes under this family, so next year if UPSC gives using this species, UPSC gives a wrong options, you will be in a position to eliminate because you have read it already. So this is also one of the thing you need to do in the prelims exam. And analyze yourself, not depend on don't depend on any coaching institution for the analysis of PYQs. You yourself analyze every question and every option. You have to know why UPSC has given this, and also you have to know why UPSC asked this, along with okay whether UPSC has asked this based on current affairs or static part, or linking both, or linking or asking from the PYQ. So this will make your prelims easy, and you will be in a position to clear. So this is prelims, and for mains also, writing is very key. Just write. So as many as questions you write, you will be in a position to clear the exam within 3 hours with structured, with good content. So I have given example. Within with the 25 more marks, my friend has secured 250 ranks above me, and she will get IAS this time. So your position, IAS, IPS, IRS, so your state, your cadre, everything depends on mains marks. 1 marks is very important, and I realized now. So I got 190 in the interview, and which is a fair score, and my friend Basaraj Javali got 806 in the mains mark. 806. This is my main score. This is my friend main score, and he got 138 in the interview. Think, if he has got 200 marks, his ranks is within 100. So now he got 664 rank. So mains marks is 806. So this shows his consistency, his hard work, and how many questions he has written. So he has written numerous tests, and this is his fourth mains, and mine is first mains. So this shows maturity. So this shows excellence. Getting 800 above, so it will be like you are the topper. So your rank will be within 100. So that's why I'm stressing. Write answers, complete the answers. If you don't have that ability to write in a good handwriting or good structured manner, develop it. See, UPSC is all about creating opportunities and developing our own traits. So our traits includes consistency, hard work, patience, perseverance, everything. So it will make you more stronger day by day. So this is a process. UPSC will help you to manage things well. UPSC will help you to be a punctual. UPSC will help you to be a consistent. So UPSC will help you to have that perseverance, to know the failures, to adapt to the failures, to adapt to the so many conditions. So this is a process. This is a journey, not a destination. So think about mains. So if you are preparing as a fresher, I will sincerely tell you, do integrated manner. So do follow integrated approach. Once you go through any topic in the newspaper, think about prelims angle. Okay, straight off hormones may be asked in this angle, places in news angle. For mains, okay, straight off hormones is in news. Energy security is at stake. India depends on in oil, more than 80% of its oil from the world, and Strait of Hormuz, that Persian Gulf provides us more than 50 to 60% of oil and natural gas. So energy security has been mentioned in the GS3 newspaper. So energy security, you would think in the mains angle. So what can be the India's way forward? So India has to diversify its energy resources, so that in times of global supply chain disruptions, we can have our energy security. India can go for renewable energy. India can go for nuclear energy. Now this nuclear energy topic may be linked to the small modular reactors. Atomic Energy Act recently amended, and also Civil Nuclear Liability Act, which is recently amended, and I am expecting that question in the this prelims. Atomic Energy Act, Civil Liabilities for Nuclear Damages Act, and Small Modular Reactors, Nuclear Fission, Nuclear Fusion, and India's three-stage nuclear program. See, I am linking one topic, energy security topic, Strait of Hormuz topic, to prelims also, mains also. So small modular reactors and nuclear energy is in news. It may be asked in the prelims also. It may be asked in the mains also. For prelims, it may be asked about nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, nuclear fertile material, fissile material, plutonium, and also uranium. And also we have largest deposits of monazite sand, and that monazite sand linked to the thorium. But we thorium, and we have thorium based nuclear bombs. UPSC may ask one question. In that one statement will be India have thorium based nuclear bombs. Yes, correct. The world has uranium based nuclear bombs, but only India has thorium based nuclear bombs. It's the one topic linking to the prelims and also mains. For mains, that same topic for mains, small modular reactors. What is the relevance of small modular reactors? And what is the difference between already established pressurized heavy water reactors and small modular reactors? What is the recent changes made to the Atomic Energy Act and to the Civil Liabilities for the Nuclear Damages Act? So this is the main points. For interview, the board may ask, okay, India is changing its atomic energy nature or civil liabilities for Nuclear Damages Act. What if nuclear damages happens in the future? What will be the course of action? And India is allowing private sector to participate in nuclear energy generation. Who will take responsibility in case of nuclear disasters? So is it nuclear energy is sustainable? So they may cite the nuclear disasters like Fukushima in Japan, Chernobyl in Ukraine. So they will ask your opinion. So in interview, making opinion on the same topic is very important. Same question, nuclear small modular reactor or nuclear energy, linking to the prelims, mains, and interview. For interview, you have to make your own opinions or Government of India opinions. For mains part, you have to know about the static part, what is happening in India, what is three-stage nuclear program of India, who designed it, and the process within it, and what are the elements which are available, nuclear weapons available in India, and what are the energy inputs which are available to make nuclear resources. And for prelims, nuclear fission, nuclear fusion, Atomic Energy Act, Civil Liabilities for Nuclear Damages Act, what is small modular reactor, difference between small modular reactor and established nuclear reactors, and how many nuclear reactors are functional in India. And also there is a concept of criticality. So there is recently the Kalpakam nuclear power plant achieved criticality. This is a news which came around 2 weeks back. Our Prime Minister also visited to that plant. So what is criticality? So UPSC asks criticality along with nuclear energy question. What is criticality? What is under criticality? What is super criticality? What happens if criticality achieves any nuclear power plants? What is pressurized heavy water reactor? What is fast breeder reactor? Different. So you think in this manner. Any topic which come in the news, you link it to the prelims, mains, and interview. This integrated approach will help you to clear this exam as soon as possible. So if you are not able to decode this, if you depend on anybody, any coaching material, any institutions on current affairs, for interview, for mains, so you will be in a difficult position to clear. Just focus on your strategy, focus on your weaknesses, focus on your strength. You make your own strategy from PYQs. PYQs are there for us as a base. Using these PYQs, prepare for prelims, prepare for mains. For interview, you have to make your own opinions, and that will be reflected in your interview board. your opinions will be reflected in your Pony board, so that you discuss. So make one good friend circle, you discuss. So what's happening, why delimitation, the 131st Constitution Amendment Act was not passed in the Assembly. So it failed because of lack of votes. So we need special majority. What is special majority? So what is 131st Constitution Amendment Act? So what are the articles which are going to change through that Amendment Act? What is 2023's Women Reservation Bill? So Women Reservation Act, that is Nari Shakti Vandan Abhiyan, through 106th Constitutional Amendment Act. So we have already provided women reservation through 106th Constitutional Amendment Act. But now government is making amendments to that amendment to link with women reservation to the delimitation. So this is the news which is ongoing from 3 days. You will know about the delimitation. And UPSC has already asked how many times delimitations commissions are being established. Already it's a PYQ, last year or last year. One thing. Then there is one amendment act which frees the territorial distribution of Lok Sabha seats. I forgot that. We may ask that amendment act. Till 2026, there is no delimitation. After census, after 2026 census, government has provided that delimitation commission will be appointed. But now government is making changes. So they have to give reservation earlier, and before that they are using 2011 census. That is the plan of this present government. So you need to know about the delimitation commission, who will appoint delimitation commission, and in which article delimitation commission will be appointed. So how many delimitation commissions are appointed? For that, for appointed delimitation commission, whether we need Constitution Amendment Act, whether we need special majority. So think in that manner. So if you think in this manner, if you think in this integrated approach, it will be very easy to decode this exam. So otherwise you will depend on somebody else, and you will not able to think in your own way. So first think, organize your thoughts and write. For interview, we discuss with your friends, make your own opinions, and there will be one opinion that is neutral, that is aligned with the constitutional or statutory lines. So that opinion will be communicated to the interview board. And for interview board, see, if you are coming from rural background or Kannada medium schools, persons like me, it's very difficult to speak in English. So UPSC seeks a fair English knowledge, that we have to communicate. Whatever we are thinking, we have to communicate. And those who have good communication knowledge, studied in IITs, IIMs, and well established English medium schools, they could not able to secure 190 marks. So they will get 130, 140, 150. So then what is there for the interview? So it's not about only speaking in English or Hindi or in Kannada. It's about your personality. They will seek the neutrality from you. They will see how you speaking with somebody, those who are above 60 years and the senior bureaucrats, how you acknowledging the things. Some questions they will make questions and they will answer. You have to listen. You don't interrupt him. So acknowledging them is very important. So making your points in own a respectable way. So your voice, your eye contact, your nodding things, body language, how you sit, and your confidence. So everything matters in the interview. For that, you need to have that group so that you can discuss, you can make your own strategy, own opinions. That should be neutral, natural, and also aligned with the constitutional principles. Sometimes Government of India opinions, and don't tell everything is right. Whatever the Government of India is doing, everything is right. So for some questions there is a natural justice. You have to take stand. UPSC likes those person who will take stands, but which which should be aligned with the constitutional, statutory, and in line with the natural justice. So whatever if you go there and telling yes sir, whatever the government is doing right sir, you will be you will be out of the interview, you will be out of the list, definitely. So think about the communication part also. If you have good communication knowledge, if you have good communication skills, it is fine, but then makes your good opinions on the topics. But if you don't have that good communication knowledge, discuss with the friends, discuss with the mentors, develop that habit. So if you don't have knowledge, you fail in prelims. If you don't write good answers, structured answers, and if you don't have the ability to complete within 3 years, you will fail in mains. If you don't have good communication skills is not about English, Hindi or Kannada, it's about your personality, so you will fail in interview. So if you do all 3 stages in an integrated manner, so you will clear this exam. So this is the part of strategy that I have followed, but I have not written any test before this mains. I have only practiced 70 days rigorously, and I have written test all day. 70 days I have written test, PYQs, and also optional. So I have cleared, and I have that good writing skills. So completion is not the problem for me. So for me, content is the problem, because I have not read that much true content in mains manner. I have not prepared the notes, my own notes, short notes. So that affected me here. So here Basaraj Javadi got 806 marks, is 4th mains, and he worked a lot on the mains part. So UPSC will honor those who will do hard work. So that should be reflected in your answers. So and you will get good marks, good rank, good position, good cadre. So mains marks will decide your position, IAS, IPS, IRS, and also your cadre. And now cadre policy has been changed. It became truly all India service now. So you don't have the option of choosing the whatever you want. So they will allot you anywhere in India, and you make yourself, you make your mind that okay, I am ready to work anywhere in India. And those who don't have this thing, like personally this police, see I myself a police sub inspector now, but I want to tell you one thing. If you don't have that passion to go to the armed forces, don't put it as a second option, first option, third option. Don't put it as a at least 5 options IPS, because if you don't have that passion, you will suffer in personal life. You will get only 1% of your personal life after getting selected into the police service. So you will come to know about it. And I realized as a police sub inspector, and that is for same for every rank, being a police sub inspector also, being an IPS also. A district SP as a IPS has to visit the murdered place. So now earlier it was the rank like me, a PSI inspector has to visit the place and has to report. Now IPS has to visit that place, and he has to take photo, and he has to put it in the group. So that is the system evolving now, and it is very difficult to balance personal and professional life. So those who are not willing to contribute your 20 hours of day to the police service, don't put aside the second, third, fourth, fifth option. If you are able to do 20 hours work, leaving all family, children, parents, your home village or hometown, so then put it as an option. So it's my suggestion. Think about the services also. Okay, this is my story, and I have struggled a lot from 2019 to every setback. Every time I failed in prelims, so I was like, okay, I will get one chance to write mains. If I get one chance to write mains, I will definitely clear this exam. That is the confidence. So I was like, okay, this time I too failed because of CSAT. Next time I will clear prelim. So next time too, I have not worked on prelims part, the CSAT part. Again failed, again failed, again failed. And this time too, I got only 67.5 in CSAT, only because of one question. So my position has been changed from PSI to now IRSIT. And if you get that one chance, you have to repeat. So if you able to clear prelims at whatever the time, first time, second time, third time, but you have to clear mains also. You have to clear interview at one go. So make that strategy. For that, you need to work on your mains part too. Once you clear prelims, you will clear mains, you will clear interview. So UPSC will honor you, those who have knowledge, those who have good written skills, those who have good communication or personality. So think in this manner. ಬಟ್ ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಡಿಸಾರ್ಡರ್. ಓಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಫೇಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂದರೆ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೈ ವೀಕೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್, ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ವರ್ಕ್ ಆನ್ ಇಟ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಇಗ್ನೋರ್ ಇಟ್. ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಪರ್ಸಿವರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅವಾಗ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಎನಿ ಅಬ್ಸ್ಟಾಕಲ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್. ಸೊ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನಲ್ಸ್, ನೀವು 1-2 ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಏಬಲ್ ಟು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಯು ಮೇಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. Be financially independent, don't rely on friends, family, so that if you are earning also and you are giving attempts, so it will boost confidence in you and it will make efficient of you. See, UPSC honors those persons who are more efficient. And for me to get 190 marks in the interview, maybe this factor has worked out. I have worked in Karnataka Legislative Assembly for 2.5 years, and as a police sub inspector I have been going under training. And UPSC gives in the interview gives most marks for those candidates who are working professionals, who are more efficient. They will think, so okay, he is working also, he is preparing also, he is not wasting his time. So they will think that, so we will have edge around 5 to 10 marks in the interview. So make efficient yourself. After not able to select or not able to create prelims after 2 to 3 attempts, at least, okay, maximum 3 attempts, you make some arrangements, you do some work, government sector, private sector, or part-time, full-time, do work and prepare within 6 hours, 4 hours. See, I used to study 12 to 13 hours initial years, 20, 21, 22. After that, being a junior assistant, I used to get only 4 to 6 hours. In the morning 2 hours, evening 4 hours. So, and I have utilized it properly. So if you have that aim or vision, so I have to clear, ಆ mindset ಇದ್ರೆ, you will make efficient yourself and you will clear this exam. So efficient ಆಗಿ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಬೇಡಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 2 or 3 attempts ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಾ ಮಾಡಿ. So otherwise it will be difficult for you. So you will be financial dependence on parents or family. So that will not work out. So don't dependent on anybody after 2 to 3 attempts. Just give your attempt through working. Okay, ನಂದು ಹೇಳೋದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ. ಎನಿಬಡಿ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಎನಿ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್, ಪ್ಲೀಸ್ ಫ್ರೀ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಮಿ. ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಾದರೂ ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ. ಅಂಡ್ ಇದೇ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿರೋದನ್ನ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂಡ್ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ವರ್ಕೌಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಆ ಥರ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗೋದು ತುಂಬ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್, ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ ಒನ್ ಗೋ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಸಿ ಒನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಥಿಂಕ್ ಇನ್ 3 manners. So you will develop that cognitive ability to think and then organize and then write and then communicate. So UPSC will honor you with rank. So, okay, anybody has any questions?
Sir, what was an approach for essay and ethics paper?
See, ethics paper I have watched is Mudik Jain classes. Mudit Jain sir, he was in Sarthi AS. Now I think he has left that institution. So I used to study his PDFs. He has given 17 PDFs, 17 classes, and everything is mind mapped there itself. So the static part, then mind maps. So I used to study static part before exams. During exam, I used to go through the mind maps so that I will get the keywords and I will write in the exam. So go through any static part like Mudit Jain classes or somebody else, Piyush sir classes in Vajra and Reddy, then write it. See, completion of ethics paper is very difficult because of case studies. It is very difficult to complete in 3 hours. And Sandeep Bhadat this time 83rd rank. So he was not able to complete the papers earlier in earlier 4 mains. He used to leave around 15 to 60 marks, and he used to write ethics paper in 3.5 hours in a mock test, but that will not work out. So writing is also very important. Just go through any classes, so understand the topics, make one mind maps or short notes, revise it and write it. So, and for that PYQ is also key. If you are able to write all PYQs, you will be in a position to write in the main exam also. But completion within 3 hours is very key. For essay also, see, for essay you write whatever comes to your mind. For essay you don't need to read content, extra content. So you will use your GS knowledge or your other knowledge, like if you have an habit to study the autobiographies or any books, so you will bring those examples, those knowledge into the essay paper and just write it. Initially you don't write very good essay, but just write it, think and organize your thoughts, then go through the toppers copies. For essay you see toppers copies, how they have written same topic, you write it, you analyze it, okay, how they have approached a thesis statement, then antithesis. So thesis, then paragraphs, antithesis, then paragraphs. So some may start essay with quotes or anecdote or a story. So some will start with the direct with the topic. So you decide your approach to the essay. So you think, you make 5 to 6 approaches, like some will use chronological approach, so SDG approach, the pestle approach is very old, some may use societal approach. So you think first, you learn all these approaches, then write. So write every essay on one single approaches. You will come to know about how to write any topic using these approaches. So just think first, see the toppers copy, then write. You will write bad essay, but once you write, you will realize, okay, this is my knowledge, so I have limited knowledge, I have to read. Okay, once you have good knowledge, so your writing or the approach, the flow will be missing. So you will come to know about the flow. So you will have good flow after writing 5 to 6 essays. So once you know about your introduction and conclusion, so if it is best, you will carry that. Otherwise, you will change the introduction. Sometimes you use anecdotes, sometimes you use quotes, so examples. So this is the approach. For essay, you need to write first. You need to think first, you need to write that. Even though it is okay if you write wrong, if your flow is missing, it's okay, but you write. Then you will come to know about it. What is my fault? Then you will correct it. Anybody? For prelims. See, my communication is, for me, communication is a bit difficult in English, but writing is very good. My writing skills is very good. So I have been preparing in English medium from +2, science background, then engineering background. I have been writing answers in English only, right? So it's initially it will be difficult for everyone. Those who are coming from English medium also, Kannada medium also, it is difficult to write in UPSC language. You will write other things, but UPSC, using UPSC keywords in ethics, it will be difficult for everyone. But once you are able to read the static part, and if you are able to put that static part in an organized way, then you will easily write. Initially it will difficult to write, but if you write 10 answers, 20 answers, 30 answers, you will be in a position to write very good answers. So the flow will come. So otherwise initially it was difficult to write in a structured, in a flow manner, but after that it will come. For that you need to write. Yes, it is difficult for everyone. Yes, history is more difficult for Kannada medium student, but if you are able to do more hard work, if you if you are able to see toppers copies, how they have approached in the answers, how they are using examples, how they are using keywords, how they are using constitutional articles in a particular question, how they are bringing current affairs and linking with the static part, you will come to know about with the toppers copies, and you will write in a good manner. So just write. First think, first read, then think, then organize your thoughts, then write. So writing is the key. So optional education background maybe ಲಿಂಕ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಆಗದೇನೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ನಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್, ನಾನು ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇಯರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಯರ್ 2018 and writing, I have written and published 2 short stories in engineering itself. So one is Maharaja Circle, detective story. Another one is 90 ದಿನಗಳು, a love story. I have written and published in the college itself. So ನನಗೆ ಆ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಮೊದಲಿಂದನೂ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅಂಡ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮೇಲೆ ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದರಿಂದ ಸೊ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡು ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ ಲಿಟ್ರೇಚರ್. ಅಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅಟೆಂಪ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದು, ಅದು ವಿತೌಟ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಎನಿ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೆದಿಲ್ಲ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದೆ. ಅಂಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ 266. ಅಂಡ್ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ದಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್. ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಬರೀರಿ, ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಎಷ್ಟು ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ತಗೋತೀರಾ, ಎಷ್ಟು PYQs ಬರೀತಿರೋ ಆಪ್ಷನ್, ಅಷ್ಟು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಟು ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದ ಪೇಪರ್, ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್. ಅಂಡ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ ಲೆಸ್ ದೆನ್ 250 ಇನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್. 230 ಬಂದಿರೋದ್ರೆ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಗೆಟ್ 230, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಔಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಗೆಟ್ಟಿಂಗ್ 260 ಇನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ನಾವು ಸೊ ಆಪ್ಷನಲ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಏರಿಯಾ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಗ್ರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗುಡ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಪೊಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಸೈನ್ಸ್ PSIR as an optional subject. So if you have agricultural background, if you have agricultural BSc, so if you really have interest in agriculture, in the field of agriculture, and if you are able to complete the syllabus within a stipulated time, and if you are able to write answers in those topics, answers on those topics, you take agriculture. So it's based on the syllabus, how much syllabus is there, how much the content available for you to read, and how you write, and your interest. So if you are coming from BA background, you will take economics also, you will clear, but that for that you need to have interest.
I have a question on how to answer mains questions which are mostly current affairs related. For example, in 2025 mains, in the polity paper, there is a question on preemptive part of the US presidents. So
Yes.
that one is really unpredictable.
Yes,
because
yes.
Before remitting office, apparently Joe Biden pardoned a few people and then he had.
Exactly.
So, how do you
See, if you have come across that news, you will be able to write that. Otherwise, if you don't know the what is prerogative writ, it's very difficult to write there. So I have left that part. See, in that question, there was 2 parts. So initial part, there is a difference between powers of President of USA and President of India, and I have written that part. I have written in introduction, and I have written that part. The second part, the prerogative writ, I have made one headline and put it in box. Then I have left some space. Then I have written conclusion. So if you don't know exactly what it is, don't write wrong. So leave it. So you may lose half marks or 1 marks for that. That's it. So, but if you have come across that, if you know a little bit knowledge, you expand it. See, writing mains is all about a tactic. So it's about knack to manage the things. Even though if you have not read any topics, you can write in the mains, because some topics may be covered in the prelims itself. You use your prelims knowledge to write the mains answer, but write it in mains way, not in prelims angle, not it in points. So even though if you don't have the knowledge, if you are reading newspaper, even though if you are not come across with any topic like left wing extremism, but if we are reading newspapers daily, our home minister has made the statement, India become Naxal free. So use that word itself. So recently the home ministry has declared that India become Naxal free. So now Naxal affected areas has been reduced from 10 districts to only 1 or 2 districts. So government of India, the CAPF and also states effort as making India to move forward from the Naxalism. So use that knowledge to write it. So don't expect that everything will come in the mains that you have read. Use the knowledge you have read in the school itself to write the mains answer. And I have written in Kannada literature. I have read one Janapada Gade in schools in 8th and 9th and 10th standard. I have used it in Kannada in the exam. So use it. So it's all about how you bring your content to that question. So the presence of mind is very important. You don't have to be know everything in the mains. So you need to have that logic. You need to have that presence of mind to apply that knowledge. Whatever you have read, you apply it. So otherwise, if you think like, okay, I have not read this topic, I will leave 2 questions, so you will be out of the list. Use that knowledge. Use the common sense. So definitely for that question, prerogative writ, it is very specific. It is very specific, and I don't know about it. I have left it. That is the very good decision. So if I have written anything wrong, so they may have cut the 2 or 3 marks for that question.
So you wanted to write something of substance to know.
Yes.
What do we know of substance in that? But not being very specific.
When it is very specific, don't write it. Don't write any wrong. Anybody? ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅಥವಾ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಅಫೇರ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಕೇಳಿ. ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ಸೇಮ್ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಥರನೇ ಇದ್ದೆ. ಆಚೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದು ಸಾರ್ 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 ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲೇನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಫೀಲ್ ಶೈಯೋ ಅಥವಾ ಭಯನೋ ಪಡ್ಕೋತೀರಾ. UPSC ಆ ಥರ ಶೈ ಪಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರ್ನ ಭಯ ಪಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋರ್ನ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಡ್ಮಿನಿಸ್ಟ್ರೇಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಬ್ಬ ಬ್ಯೂರೋಕ್ರಾಟಿ ಆಗಿ ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ಮೆನಿ ಪೀಪಲ್. ಸೊ ಬೇರೆ 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 ತರ ಕ್ಯಾಟಗರೀಸ್ನ ಫೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಫ್ರೀ ಆಗಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕೇಳಿ. ಸಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಇಟ್. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಫ್ರೆಶರ್ಸ್, ನಾನು 2019 ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮಷ್ಟು ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ನನಗೆ. ಸೊ ಥಿಂಕ್, ಕೇಳಿ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಕೇಳಿ, ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಕೇಳಿ. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಬಿ ಶೈ ಅಥವಾ ಭಯ ಪಡೋದು ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಆ ಟ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ, ಈ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ ಟ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ಇದಾವಲ್ಲ, ಶೈ, ಫಿಯರ್, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಟ್ರೇಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಹಾರ್ಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್, ಪರ್ಸಿವರೆನ್ಸ್, ಪೇಷನ್ಸ್, ಫೇಲ್ಯೂರ್ಸ್ ನ ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಎಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಇದನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದನ್ನ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊತಾ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು.
ಸರ್, ಹೇಗೆ UPSC CSE ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಇದು ನಿಮಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ತು? ಲೈಕ್ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿದ್ರಿ? ನೀವು ಕನಸಾಗಿತ್ತಾ? ಹೇಗೆ ಇದನ್ನ ಶುರು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ತು? ವಾಟ್ ಟ್ರಿಗರ್ಡ್ ಯು ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್?
Yes. See, in the year 2013, when I was in +2, so ನಮ್ಮ district ಅಲ್ಲಿ district collector was DK Ravi sir. So the initial inspiration from him, but ಆದ್ರೆ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಸೊ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾನು ಏನಾದರೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಆ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇನಿಷಿಯಲಿ ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅದರ್ಸ್, ಸಮ್ ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್. ಸೊ after that self motivation thing is very important. If you do not have that self motivation, you will leave this exam. You will not sustain for 5 years 6 years. So self motivation is very important for this exam. So you keep on writing prelims. If you are not able to clear prelims, work on it. work on your weak parts. So have that patience. So backup ke financial independent aake, you make one job or this thing, so that you will be confident. So ಆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್, ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮೇನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಬೆಳೆಸ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಐ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದಟ್ ವಿಷನ್, ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಟ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಡೌಟ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ಸೇ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಬಂದು ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಥರ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ದಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ಔಟ್. ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಮೋಟಿವೇಶನ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಯು ಥ್ರೂ ದಿಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಫಾರ್. Otherwise, you will leave this field itself. Self-motivate ಆಗಿ. Anybody? ಕೆಲವೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಬಟ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಯು ನೋ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಓಕೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಟೆಲ್ ಇಸ್ ರಾಂಗ್, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಮೇಕ್ ಇಟ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟೇಕ್. You tell, sir, I don't know, sir, I will read about it, sir, so I will go through about it, sir. So sometimes you make mistakes. They will tell you, okay, this is not the right answer, or this will be the right answer. So you accept it. Yes, sir, I am wrong, sir, I was wrong, sir, sorry, sir, I will read about it, sir. Simple. So don't make mistakes. If you have clarity on that topic, you tell good points, you make your own opinion. Otherwise you tell, I don't know, sir. They will ask other question. You see, our interview will went around 30 to 33 minutes. So maybe around 5 questions per person means 25 per questions. 25 to 30 questions they are asked. So if you are not able to answer around 10 questions, it is okay. They will see your personality, not only about your knowledge. So you are nodding things, hand gestures, your eye contact, how you are acknowledging the things. So how you are making the opinions, whether you have guts to accept the truth, that is also important. One of the women member in the board, we are talking about patriarchy. She said that, say in India, people worship women as goddesses, but at the reality, at the ground level, they will not give that respect to the women. Yes, I accepted it. Yes, ma'am, I will agree with this, and I have thought many times about this. In India, we worship women as goddesses, but at the ground level, we do not give that respect. We don't want to worship women as a god or goddesses. We want to give the respect or dignity which they require. So that accepting is very important. So you will get good marks then. Otherwise, if you are offended with the board, you will get around 130, 140. So you accept the reality, you accept the truth. Even though if government of India is doing something, the all board members will be know about that thing. So they also know about that is wrong act. They also know about that is the wrong bill they are introducing. But when you acknowledge everything government is doing, everything is right, they will think, okay, he will not fit for the bureaucracy. He is acknowledging everything. He will do same thing after entering into the bureaucracy. He will do favors for the ruling government. So he will accept whatever they tell, and he will be not fit for the bureaucracy. So they will think like that. So sometimes you think. So use your mind, use your own opinions. So don't be biased against anything. Not about caste, religion, language, region, or our own nation. In some of questions in international relations, I was answered that, yes sir, the world is going in a unilateral way. Everyone thinks in their self-interest. So he countered with, okay, is it India is also thinking in self-interest? I acknowledge, yes sir, India is not different from any world country. India is also pursuing its self-interest. Yes, everyone knows that fact. India is doing its own self-interest. India will take decisions at the UN, or it will take decisions based on its self-interest, its sovereignty, its energy security. So we have to acknowledge it. India is doing the same. So, but if I was answered like, Okay, no sir, India is very good sir. So India is doing great sir. So India is Vishwaguru sir. Oh, they will come to know about it. Okay, he is bluffing. So he is only answering for the marks. So they will give less marks. So think, use your brain. So there will be one way that should be in a good manner, whether it is India or world. So war is war. It is a wrong thing, whatever it may be, whatever the interest it may be. So wrong is wrong. Okay.
How did you change or adapt your strategies when you were preparing as a student completely and after you went abroad?
Yes. See, this is the strategy I have done after 2023 January, from 2023 January. Initial 3 years, I was very dependent on coaching institution materials. I used to watch current affairs videos also. I used to read current affairs magazines also, monthly magazines, VT by everything. Once I realized after 3 attempts, I realized that see, UPSC is not about reading so much of things. You have to thoroughly analyze the PYQs. So UPSC asks PY questions based on the topics which are ongoing in this world, so or in our nation. So you link the topics to the static part, geography. See, Strait of Hormuz, you will link with the geography and international relations. So you will link with it to the map-based question. So you will get 2 marks, 1 question from Strait of Hormuz, Persian Gulf, the surrounding regions, oil fields, ports. So you make notes around it. So I have changed my strategy after 2022 attempt. So by linking PYQs with the static part, at the same time reading the current affairs. You see current affairs first. So you think UPSC has asked any questions in the PYQs based on this topic. Then go through the static part. You link all 3. Definitely you will be able to in better position to clear prelims. And you will get more than 100 marks. And for prelims, you follow this rule. It may work. You make 60 questions correct, 30 questions wrong, 10 questions unanswered. So you will clear general cutoff around 100 marks. You will get around 100 marks. You will clear general cutoff. See, last year the cutoff is 92.66 for the general, around 92 for the OBC. So there is no much difference between the OBC and general. So you should clear general cutoff. So you answer like this. Make 60 questions correct, 30 questions wrong, 10 questions unanswered. You will be in a position to get 100 marks. So you will clear GM cutoff. Sometimes it is not able to attend 90 questions. Sometimes the paper is very difficult. So you attend only 85 questions, 81 questions based on the difficulty of paper. So when you are attending 85 questions, make 55 questions correct, 25 questions wrong. So you will clear the prelims. So in that year, maybe the cutoff will be less in the difficult year. So make your own strategy. Attend at least 80 questions. See, and for prelims also, your knowledge is primary part. Apply your knowledge first. Then, after knowledge, you apply this 50% chance. You will get 2 options. So if you write, if you mark one option, if it is right, you will get 2 marks. Otherwise, wrong. So 50% questions. 50% questions, second option. Third option, guess. First, use your knowledge. Then this option. Then this option. For all this, you use PYQ knowledge. So you will be able to apply first knowledge, then 50% chance. Then you need to attend some more questions. Use guesswork. Use your common sense. Use your knowledge. For all these, PYQs are very important. See, if you only rely on this elimination techniques or something else, you will eliminate in this exam. Apply your knowledge. Around 40 to 45 questions will be easily answered with your basic knowledge. After that, making 15 questions correct is the difficulty. So 45 questions you will attend. Then making 15 questions, around 60 questions you have to answer. Making 15 questions is very difficult. Then go for this. So use 50% chance. Once you get 50% chance in that question, use it. So tick it. Then use guesswork. Okay, maybe this fact I have read in some newspaper or somewhere, I have heard somewhere. Maybe this is logically wrong. Use that logic. So and also elimination techniques. So sometimes will come across extreme statements or facts. So think about it first. Don't put it is wrong at once. Single this thing. Then go for second approach. Okay, maybe it will be wrong because of this fact. Use your common sense. Apply all this. Knowledge is the primary part. Then 50% questions answer. Then use guesswork. For this you need PYQ's knowledge. Sometimes PYQ's options may be repeated in the next year. So use this PYQ knowledge. So all this, if you are able to apply, you will get around 60, 30, 10. Anybody?
Sir, in one of your interview, you have mentioned one thing that within 1.5 months, you prepared for this interview, which was communication. So, what kind of strategy you have prepared for overcome your English barriers?
Yes, one thing is you have to discuss with your friends. So one-to-one sessions. So I have gave many one-to-one session with many the mains the interview not qualified students and also mains written students. So you daily I used to discuss with them. Daily I used to discuss 30 minutes with one person, so that they will ask questions, I will answer. So in that manner so ಆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿನ ನಾನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋದೆ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ಐ ಗೇವ್ ಮೋರ್ ದೆನ್ 8 marks, around 10 marks. See, here Bangalore I gave 5 marks. Then I went for Delhi in the January month. I gave 5 marks there in Vajirao Reddy, next IAS, only IAS. So after that I came back and went again around my interview date. So giving one-to-one mocks and also giving mock interviews more at the first interview. So if you don't have that interview experiment, giving 5 to 6 marks or 10 marks is best idea. So discuss with your friends. So discuss with your friends on many topics over a phone call, so that you will be able to communicate in a better manner. So you will improve yourself. One-to-one sessions, mock interviews, communicating with the friends, making group discussions with the like-minded people and interview going candidates in that tenure. So that will help you to improve your communication also, and also to improve your opinions. Many topics we are biased, we may be biased, so that if we are able to listen at different opinions, we will come at a conclusion for good opinion. So for the improving communication, the only key is interacting with friends, interacting with your mentors, and also the mock interviews.
How to keep our mind calm and nervous free when we are attending the mocks and revisions?
Yes. See, first you have to remove that fear of failure. So every time you attend the prelims, you will be thinking like, okay, what if I have not cleared this time? So don't think in that manner in exam hall. So the fear of failures, you remove that fear of failures. You should be confident while answering. Then you make, then you will be able to make correct options. So, but with fear of mind, you will make wrong things, even though if you know the things well. So remove that fear of mind. For that, to keep your mind calm, do some exercise or physical exercise or yoga asana or meditation, so that you will be in calm position, and sleep well before exam. So I know that it is very difficult to get sleep in the last day, but sleep well. Make one in that last that day, think like, okay, it's okay if I do not clear this exam, it's okay, I will do something else, I will give next attempt. Think like that. So definitely you will use your knowledge or the concepts in easy manner without the fear of mind. So if you don't have that fear, if you don't have that anxiety, you will able to reproduce well. Otherwise you will be in a wrong position, you will make wrong answers. So don't do that. So for that calmness, you do at least 30 minutes of meditation every day. So make your own strategy, think about yourself. So somebody will go for gym, somebody will go for jog or walk, somebody will do yogasana or meditation, so that they will keep their mind and body both calm. So if you are mentally strong, your body will support you, definitely. If you are mentally weak, okay, feared, anxiety, so definitely you will not be in a position to answer in a good manner. So strong agi, mentally strong agi. So if you are mentally strong, your body will support for anything. If you are mentally strong, you will write 3 hours continuously. So otherwise, if you are not mentally strong, okay, I am feeling tired, so definitely you will not going to write next answer. But if you are mentally strong, okay, it's okay, if I get paralysis, okay, I will write answer, then you will write answers. So mental element is very key. If you are mentally strong, your body will support for everything. See, I used to drink Red Bulls during mains. I used to have 2 Red Bulls per day to keep my mind and body active, and that made the whole week active. I did not get sleep at all for a 1 week. With 500 ml of Red Bull, so much of caffeine, it made me to sleep like this all 6 days. So I have not slept well in the mains week. So do that. It will keep you. It will keep you awake. It will make you to climb Mount Everest. Actually, even if you don't have the energy, if you do that, definitely Red Bull will keep you awake. It will not give you ache also. Definitely, but it is not good for health. So I have experienced it. After that, after the mains week, I have come across the heartbeat, heavy heartbeat. So I went for CT scans also. So use in limited manner. But Red Bull makes you awake all time. It will not let you sleep. It will not let you to get pain. So at least try once. If you clear prelims, then try it. Use right answers. So I have used it actually, but don't take too much. So actually per day 500 ml is maximum, and I have taken maximum. So but health is also important. ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಗ, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಜಾಗಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಅಟ್ಲೀಸ್ಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಕೀಪ್ ಅವೇಕ್. ಬರೀ ಓದೋದು, ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು, ಸೊ ಆಂಗ್ಸೈಟಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಮರ್ತೋಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ವಿಲ್ ಫರ್ಗಟ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಕಾಮ್ ಆಗಿರಿ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ. ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಏನು ಓದ್ತಿರೋ ಅದನ್ನ ಯಾವುದೂ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ 6-7 years ಇಂದ ಏನೇನು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀರೋ, ಯಾವ್ದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾರಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, ದಟ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ 10 years ಆಲ್ಸೋ, once you have that conceptual clarity. Otherwise, if you do rote learning during exam, that will not reflect in your exam. So that better don't read at all during exam. I mean previous day. And write test until May 10. After that you don't write. So you stop that, because it will create panic. If you get less marks, okay, you will in a situation that okay, what if I am not able to clear this exam. Don't write this full length test after May 10. Those who are giving, attempt this time. So complete test within May 10. So you will give at least 15 days buffer. So in that 15 days you only go through PYQs. You take printouts of 2020, 21, 22 3 papers. So you go through PYQs, analyze it, simply analyze it. That will give you a boost, a confidence. Okay, I think I have addressed all the doubts. So ನಂದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಇದರಿಂದ ಏನೇನು ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೋ ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ಇಟ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ, ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಒಂದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸ್, ಮೇನ್ಸ್, ಇಂಟರ್ವ್ಯೂ, ಒನ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್, ಇಂಟಿಗ್ರೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್. ದ ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್, ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಫೇಲಿಂಗ್ 3 prelims, you should be in a position to be manage you in financially. So financial independence is very important. Then have that confidence. See, I have worked a lot and I have that knowledge. I have developed this bureaucratic attitudes so that I am the best candidate for this job, and UPSC honors way to those candidates. Think in that manner, have that confidence. And those who are lacking with knowledge, work hard, have patience. So this will keep you. And think every time why you have started. See, every time when I could not able to make it to the prelims, I used to think like, why I have started. See, I have been working so as a junior assistant as a PSI, but that urge why you have started made me to again attempt. So this made me to clear this exam at one go. So I have that confidence. Once I clear prelims, I will clear all this process because I have that written skills. So, and I have cleared it, and I have secured 641. But if I am able to work on this part, mains part, with more content, more structured answers, more marks in essay and ethics, and this optional, so I will get around 800 in the mains. Definitely I will be within 100 rank. So I hope I will do that. I am also giving attempt this time. So all the best to you. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓದ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. So thank you.